sports should be epic.
Is that curling? No.
This morning's news, curling fever has taken over the world.
So whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams, and I want to share with you the role that diabetes has had in my family. I lost my grandmother at the early age of 64 due to complications with diabetes. She was warm, generous, and a constant encouragement for me to follow my heart. Did you know that African Americans experience chronic kidney disease at a rate that's 25% higher than white Americans? And we're almost 4 times more likely to develop kidney failure. Diabetes and high blood pressure are leading causes of kidney disease, which can result in kidney failure, needing dialysis, or a kidney transplant. The good news is that you have the power to check out how well your kidneys are doing and learn ways to prevent them from failing. So go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Visit linkmylovetv.org to learn more. Get the facts, get checked, and get healthy.
When disaster strikes, no matter where and when, cash is best. Those in crisis are able to decide where that money goes. It's easily exchanged and received across borders, and nobody knows the needs of a community in crisis better than the people within it. With cash, help goes exactly where it's needed, when it's needed. Ultimately, cash creates choice. And when it comes to what we should send to communities in need, our choice is simple.
It is time to look at our Buick drive of the game. And it came from John Murray. That's right, his first of the year. Made it to the seats in the 4th inning. It ended up being your drive of the game. Well, why don't we look at our Cadillac player of the game? Well, it was another great starting performance for Rodon. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Now 5-2 on the year. Bounce back for him. Been great so far this year. Well, the Yankees win this one 7-2, their 33rd victory of the year. A very nice 2 hours and 33 minutes. That might be a profitable time right there. Carlos Rodon wins his 5th game. You can see the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Yankees got it done. Aaron Judge, his 13th home run this year, 9th in his last 21 games. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz and Jack Perry. Special thanks to producer Troy Benjamin, director Dan Barr, Mike Webb, Jared Bosnack, and our executive producer is Mr. John J. Filippelli. Join us again tomorrow as the Yankees take on the Mariners from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Coverage coverage begins at 6 o'clock on Yes, with first pitch coming just after 7. Once again, the final score, the New York Yankees 7, the Chicago White Sox 2. For Paul O'Neill and Meredith Marakovitz, I'm John Flaherty. Now we're going to send it to our studio with Bob Lorenz and Jack Perry, who are standing by to take it up with the W.B. Mason postgame show. Take it away, guys.
Flash, thank you. It is great to have you with us on the W.B. Mason postgame. Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry with you. Yankees, as expected, wrapping up a 3-game sweep of the Chicago White Sox. More contributions offensively. Great pitching from Carlos Rodon. Another starter getting it done. Let's get your Hyundai opening comment.
It was a complete and thorough win, and it was a very successful weekend for the Yankees, as it should have been. The Yankees have the best record in the American League. The White Sox have the worst record in the American League. We said it on Friday, Bob, before this series even started. The Yankees couldn't let the White Sox come into the Bronx and disrupt their weekend. The Yankees made sure that didn't happen. Today, Carlos Rodon was at the lead in terms of that. 6 solid innings, allowed 2 runs, but he had really good stuff, Bob. The 23 swings and misses that he generated were evidence of that. And then the Yankee offense came from different sources. Sure, Aaron Judd had his 2-run homer. We all expect that. But the 6, 7, 8, 9 spots in the lineup combined for 7 hits, 5 RBI, 5 runs scored, and that was punctuated by a 3-run homer from John Birdie, his first as a Yankee, and the Yankees are cruising. 7 wins in a row, 13 of their last 15.
We're going to hear from Birdie coming up in just a bit. Right now, let's focus on Carlos Rodon and how he got the job done today. And, Jack, we talked about this. Starting pitching has been so good for the Yankees over the last week. Carlos Rodon continued that today, but did get himself into a bit of trouble here in the second.
Yeah, 4-seamer inside to Julks, and he jumps all over it for his first homer of the season and his first with the White Sox. Later, you saw Rodon say to Trevino, "That's my fault." Later in the second inning, he gives up a run-scoring triple to Remillard. That ball bounces away from both Verdugo and Judge. So just like that, the White Sox are ahead 2-0. But after that, we saw Rodon do a really good job of shutting down the White Sox. That changeup to righties was an important pitch again. He gets Lee swinging in the 4th with the 4-seamer up in the zone. The next batter, he gets out of the inning. Remillard with a slider. He struck out 3 in a row to strand 2 in the 5th inning. What's the old baseball cliche? The pitcher helps himself. You even get a little smile after he snares that liner from Mendick. 6th inning, just throws that fastball right by DeYoung. The next batter, he's going to get tagged by a single from Julks, but you want to talk about culminating your start, Bob, and finishing it off with a flourish. First of all, you tell Boone, I got this. I'm going to finish this. Give me the baseball. I got something that I want to do. I need to get the 18th out. 97 on the corner to strike out Lee. Goes 6 strong with 6 Ks to get the win.
Carlos Rodon improves to 5-2, but look at the numbers at home in 4 starts. He's 3-0 with a 2.13 ERA and an opponent average of just 189 against. Meantime, for the Yankees, it's now a 7-game winning streak after this weekend sweep of the White Sox. The team batting a combined 300 over that span with about 6 runs a game, 19 doubles, and 16 home runs. There's 68 homers for the season, tied for the most in the majors with the Orioles. Right after the game, Meredith Marakovitz caught up with John Birdie on the field.
John, you guys are now winners of 7 in a row. What stands out to you over this stretch?
I mean, all 3 phases of the game, we've just been doing a great job. Pitching, defense, and our lineup has been great up and down the order. So when you have that kind of success, it's a lot of fun.
Hey, when you look at that 4th inning, you utilized the short porch, first home run as a Yankee, first home run of the season. Did you know off the bat it was going to have enough?
No, felt like I hit it pretty good, but didn't know if it was going to have enough to carry out until I saw right fielder turn his back a little bit. So it was good.
What's the feeling when you do hit your first one as a Yankee?
It came at a good time. Obviously, Trevi had the big hit to tie us up there at 2, and then to be able to get that homer there to put us up by 3 was huge.
When you were originally traded here, you were excited about joining this team. Has it lived up to your expectations playing in pinstripes?
It's been everything and more. It's such a great group of guys, such a great organization, and I'm just happy I'm here to help contribute.
Another quality outing for Carlos Rodon. What was it like playing behind him today at third?
Oh, he's great. He's attacked all day. He's been attacking a lot lately, and it's a lot of fun to play behind.
I appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me.
We'll send it back to you.
Meredith, thank you. Let's get to our turning point of the game, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. And it was that big at bat for Birdie in the fourth inning. Chris Flexen thinking he might get out of the inning, Jack. He's got 2 outs, but Birdie standing in his way.
Yeah, Rizzo and Torres had singled on changeups, and then you see Birdie take this cutter, go the other way with it into the first couple of rows in right field. When you see a cutter on the outer half like that, great job to try and take advantage of the short dimensions out there in right. Birdie, not known as a home run hitter, but today that was a pivotal shot by him. He will remember his first homer as a Yankee.
No doubt. It's a big impact 3-run home run. He also singled, so he had 2 hits. Rizzo had 2 hits. Gleyber Torres 2 hits. And, of course, Trevino with that 2-run single almost had a home run as well, Jack. And we were talking about this on the pregame, how starting pitchers or opposing pitchers have to deal thinking about Volpe, Soto, Judge. And suddenly they're looking for that soft landing spot. Right now, the Yankees line up 1 through 9, not giving it to any pitcher.
Yeah, there is no soft landing spot. And I mentioned on the pregame, I would love to be able to eavesdrop on some conversations that opposing teams have about trying to attack that Yankee lineup. So if you're the White Sox today and you said they held Stanton without a hit, they held Soto without a hit, guess what? Everybody else in the lineup had at least 1 hit, and we've detailed what the bottom of the order did. I want to go back to a conversation I had with Jim Duquette, who now works in the media, but previously was a major league general manager, and he said the bottom of the Yankee order this year is going to be so different because you look at the players who might be in those spots, and today was an example of that, Bob. And last year, quite often, the Yankees were running out of lineup that when you looked at those 6, 7, and 8, 9 spots, there were some soft spots. There were some outs that were achievable. That's not the case this year.
All right, we're going to take our first break here on the WB Mason postgame. A lot more coming up as the Yankees win the finale on Sunday 7-2. Stick around. We're going to hear from Aaron Boone coming up next.
The Yankees postgame show on Yes is presented by WB Mason. Stop paying high freight charges on shipping and packaging products. WB Mason delivers fast and free at amazingly low prices.
T-Mobile savings, take 1. Guys, focus. Here's the line. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits, and you can still save versus the other guys. Focus.
Hello, T-Mobile.
Oh, that you might want to just stop. Just say it like this. At T-Mobile, you can save on every plan, and you get great benefits with Magenta Status.
Magenta status.
Yeah!
I'll show you my Magenta status.
Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile Savings Calculator to see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
Mason.